first piece of advice I would give, particularly if you want to be doing foreign reporting or conflict reporting, is really to steep yourself in the culture and history of those regions or areas that you intend to have as a beat. I think the days of what we used to call in journalism the paratroopers, where you would sort of drop into certain areas that you might not be familiar with politically or culturally, they've kind of gone. I mean, the best reporting, I think, comes from those reporters that have spent a great part of their working lives and getting to know a place, getting beneath the skin of it. I can think of people like Jim Muir, for example, a former BBC reporter in the Middle East, who still indeed lives in Beirut and has lived in Beirut throughout the recent conflict there. So my advice, I suppose, would really be get steeped into these countries. If you can, spend time, as I did, as a young journalist, working on English language dailies in certain countries. I worked in Beirut for a while there, but there are many other newspapers around the world. But as I mentioned in my talk, the newspaper landscape is constantly under pressure and beleaguered at the moment. So finding those sort of platforms is very, very difficult. One of my biggest regrets was not actually paying more attention to languages as well, which I should stress is the door opener, I think, for most correspondents, rather than relying on translators. So first and foremost, perhaps choose a region or area and really that moves you, that you feel impassioned about, and start paying attention to it in depth.